Well, here I am. Hello, how do you like my setup? Um, I'm trying to look a bit professional. I've got microphone set up here, Fandangle microphone. I've got my screen here. I've got my camera. I've got my studio light. I'm all set up. I'm all very professional. And I thought what I would like to do is go through a story which is titled here. It's a story in the newspaper from 1919, and it's called "The Horse Who Thought He Was Blondin," or Blondin, who I believe was a famous acrobat or a daredevil of the day. He did tightrope walks across canyons and things like that. So this is 1919. It's in Sydney, in Ultimo, and you can see in the picture here, not very well. I'll get to the details shortly. But what appears to be a dead horse. It's a bit sad. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a happy ending, but it's an interesting story. A couple of kids there, and there's a couple of kids on the roof over here. And the inset here shows a window, which looks like this one over here, which apparently is what the horse thought he would escape from. So, caption on the photo: the house in Ultimo, in which a horse performed a number of acrobatic feats last night. The picture shows the roof from which the fatal jump was made. The window through which the animal climbed after exploring various rooms is shown in the inset. It is situated near where the two boys are seen on the extreme left of the illustration. So that's the overview of the story, and here's the detail. Mad horse, wonderful stunts. Upstairs and through window, fun in Ultimo. A mad horse. I don't know how he was mad. Did they assess him? A mad horse did wonderful things in Ultimo last night. Stunts the narrative of which sounds almost incredible, and it ended up by cracking its neck. Poor thing. At the corner of Harris and Quarry Streets there is an unoccupied house, and a laneway runs alongside it in Harris Street. That's right in the middle of Sydney. I've been there. The Neddy, weary old and with service, toddled up this lane and got through a double gate which leads to the yard of the house. The kitchen door happened to be open, so he went in. Here he received a sudden access of energy, I presume excess of energy, and commenced smashing the furniture. Then, his blood properly up, he grew madder still, and bolted into the dining room. The real stunts begin. The noise he made was like cannonading, and fear was struck into the hearts of residents of the locality. From the dining room, the horse got into the drawing room, and here too he vented his madness and made a general mess of the plaster on the wall and of the skirting boards. But then the real stunts began. He climbed the stairs which led from the front hall to the bedroom portion of the place. He made straight for the back bedroom, gave an exhibition of pig rooting for his own benefit, actually smashed the glass and climbed through a window onto a sloping skillion shed over a stable. The last act. The sight of the animal performing this feat was, as may be imagined, an extraordinary one. It was remarkable that he didn't fall and roll onto the shed and then into the yard, but he managed it as easily as pussy does. And, snorting loudly, and with bloodshot eyes glaring like beacons, he stampeded on the shed, making a deafening row. But here the end came. The unfortunate Neddy thought he could step down in the yard. He tried it, turned a complete somersault, fractured his neck, and died in a very short while. And it was only when he breathed his last that the suburb breathed again. Sorry, that's a bit of a sad story really, but an interesting event in Ultimo in 1919. Hope you find that interesting. I will see if I've got some more information about that story. I might have.